Hey everybody, welcome to Warrior Daily. Tom Gorman, Coach Lohr here for our weekly chat. Women's basketball. Coach, last week, a couple games against some South Division opponents, a win over Ohio Dominican, a loss to Tiffin, only by 4. So pretty competitive matchup there with the Dragons, who seem to be a very improved team and a team to be reckoned with in the South Division. Over the first 10 games or so, some of the strengths and weaknesses of your team are starting to become pretty apparent, I would imagine, even to you.
Yes, having 2 home games though and 2 league games, we were really disappointed though to not to get Tiffin at home, because we know that going to Tiffin is going to be a tough challenge for us. We really wanted to get them here. The win against Ohio Dominican was one certainly that we needed to try to gain some momentum. But again, the next time we face them, it'll be a long road trip to Columbus. So trying to at least win the ones at home. That's our goal anyway in the league.
From a shooting standpoint and certainly a rebounding standpoint, your team has been on top for the majority of the season. Some other little things I'm sure that you want to work on, the assist turnover ratio and things of that nature, fouls especially too, and free throws have been a problem. But I think early on, really for any team, and you as your first year with the Warriors, I think that's just kind of the nature of the beast. There's always going to be things to work on. So what are some of the things, I guess, to pick one, what's your focus going forward here in the next couple weeks?
Well, I think it's going to be really important that we just stay positive with our team, and we continue to grow and get better each time we step on the floor. I mean, you're right. We've certainly have our peaks and valleys, and we have some things that we need to get better at. But on a more positive note, we just found out that, in our most recent NCAA Division II ranking, we're 10th in the country in rebounding margin. I think that says a lot about our players as far as their hard work and their commitment to do something that's not really that glamorous. I mean, it's certainly far more glamorous to be able to shoot 3-pointers. So they're willing to go, sweat it out and fight for those boards. So I think that says a lot about our character. We also are, at least in the top 45. I think we're 42nd right now in defensive field goal percentage, where we're holding our opponents to a 35% shooting from the field. And again, that's kind of the not so glamorous part. Now, we certainly need to get better at knocking down some shots. I mean, we're certainly a little deficient, and even from a free throws perspective. I mean, if we're going to be competitive at any level, we've got to be able to step to the line and capitalize on those opportunities. And we haven't done that yet. We haven't done it consistently. So, we have some things to work on, but I'm really encouraged with our work ethic. I'm encouraged with, the way our players are embracing so many new challenges that we're throwing at them.
Performing well in the trenches, defensively on the board, certainly a key to the 6-4 start your team is off to. And speaking of positives, I'm not sure there was a bigger one than Stephanie Monroe, especially Thursday with a triple-double. We've looked in the record books, Coach. We can't find another one. So for right now, for better or worse, we're calling it the first one. If somebody wants to fight us on that, I'd be more than happy to listen, but we can't find another one. So kudos to her for a tremendous performance, and then 19 points on Saturday, which is her high as a Warrior.
Stephanie is coming in and doing exactly what we wanted her to do, and exactly filling the role of what we felt we needed coming into with a new staff and into the league, and making some changes, knowing her style of play fits what we were trying to do as well. A triple-double is actually the first ever in her career collegiately, and so she was pretty excited about that. But to know Stephanie, though, is you wouldn't have known she had that, because she's just kind of in her nature to distribute the basketball. So that's certainly a proud moment, though, for Wayne State women's basketball as a whole, to have a player here and have those types of numbers.
Without a doubt, a tremendous performance. Coach, we're coming up at the end of the 2011 calendar year. It's been quite a year for you, being hired in as the women's basketball coach here at Wayne State, going through a tumultuous summer of trying to tie together all of the last-minute recruiting and scheduling efforts, and then ultimately getting to start play this fall. What has this last year been like for you?
Well, it's been really exciting. It just almost seems like I just got here, and here it's been 6 months, and there was definitely a lot to do. and that's to no one's fault. The position had just been open for a while, and the scheduling and a lot of the recruiting was done prior to me getting here. However, we really wanted to, and I really wanted to bring in some players who I knew were going to fill certain spots in what I wanted and expectations of how we were going to play. So I think I was really lucky to get players like Juanita Cochran and Stephanie Monroe, who were out there looking for a place to play. Imari Redfield, a local Detroit player, wanting to come back home. So we were really lucky, turning over a lot of stones to find these players. But I couldn't be happier. I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity to be here, and I've made a commitment to our athletic director and to the program that we're going to come in here every day and give it our best. And I see that from not only from my staff but from the players as well. So we hope that we're on the upswing. That's for sure.
Yeah, I certainly think so. I think this team is off to a great start here in this season, and there's going to be a lot to look forward to. Your team is off for a little holiday break here before you get back to action next week here at the Mathi. December 29th and 30th, you'll take on St. Joseph's College as well as the University of Southern Indiana. I've already seen the Pumas this year. Back on December 10th, you went out to Rensselaer, lost an 8-point result there to St. Joe's. Southern Indiana, a team we saw last year, so a little bit of familiarity there as well. So what will be some of the things you'll be focused on next week?
Well, St. Joseph was certainly had a dynamite backcourt. I think they had 3 players that emulated Stephanie Monroe on the floor at the same time, and it was hard for us at some point to just to block the hole. I mean, we were the floodgates were open, and when we thought we could cover one leak, somebody else was getting loose on us. So they're a very athletic team. Like I said, they're going to bring a very strong backcourt, and they've been off though. So their last game was actually against us, and they're playing us back to back. I'm hoping that maybe they'll get a little rusty. We certainly played fairly well after our Thanksgiving break with some time off. So this was a good time for us to take a break and let our players be home with their families, and they just finished exams. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy facing St. Joseph here. And Southern Indiana, again, is known to be one of the dominant teams in the GLVC. So we've got our own little mini tournament, so to speak, and we'll be ready.
Well, anybody who likes some good hoops action over the holidays is certainly going to want to see these games here on December 29th and 30th at the Mathi. It should be a great week of basketball for the Warriors. Coach, happy holidays, happy New Year. We'll be looking forward to talking to you more in 2012.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right. Coach Lohr, I'm Tom Gorman. Thanks for watching Warrior Daily.